we'll be looking at.
Candida, do you want to just run him through what you've been doing so far?
Yeah, we did a big scoping paper.
This work placement could be the boost these graduates need to kickstart their careers. With tough competition, this type of experience is proving essential. While these young people are lucky to be getting paid, many more are not.
I did 4 internships in a year. I worked for a couple of charities, I worked for a broadcaster, and I worked here in Parliament. The work was pretty intense, it was very interesting. It's varied and it really helped me further in my career. However, it was a challenge financially as I wasn't paid. In fact, one of the internships cost me £400 just to cover my own transport and food costs.
Laurie could just about afford to work for nothing, but a leading think tank says the vast majority can't, which places them at a huge disadvantage.
We have a culture at the moment where lots of sectors are relying on unpaid work, and that's really unfair, both to the people doing the work and to people who can't do that because they don't have those opportunities. So we need to see a big culture shift. We need firstly the big employers to lead the way on this, because they've got the resources and the power to start paying internships and make sure that interns have good working conditions, and they need to show the way.
An estimated 1 in 5 businesses will take on interns and work experience people this summer. The TUC says around a third will be expected to do this work for nothing. But the question is, when does gaining valuable experience turn into work that you really should be paid for?
There's a very fine line between a worker and an intern and or somebody on work experience. And for an employer, they have to be careful that they're not giving someone specific tasks to carry out on a set hours basis, like you would expect a worker or an employee to do. And so therefore it's quite a task for an employer to distinguish between the different categories. But if they don't distinguish between the categories, then they could be exposed to quite significant